We live in a world where we constantly label ourselves, either by us especially or by others. We keep ourselves in a box and we feel this is who I am. This is the reason why I exhibit this way is because of XYZ. I understand that labels are important, and sometimes labels are stemming from our experience in the past, our childhood traumas, how we were parented basically, or how the challenges we face in our society. Sometimes those labels are stemmed from that. But the art of constantly labeling yourself and not looking for room for change, that's what the issue is. I'm an advocate of self-awareness, right? First of all, you're self-aware of how you're behaving, but not putting a label to it and say, okay, this is how I am. Joseph Campbell said, we must be willing to let go of the life that we plan to the life that is awaiting us. The first step, I think, is, first of all, is self-awareness. It's about recognizing the labels that we carry over time without judging ourselves, and also understand that it's not the full picture of who we really are. There's a lot in our life that can be improved. Okay, let me give an example of labels. I can't talk about my own label or what I felt, what I think, or what I'm currently working on. But you hear things like, you're too emotional. You hear things like you're not emotional enough. You hear things like I'm an introvert. I understand the place of introvert and extrovert, and I always tend to argue a lot with my friends about this, but I'll give myself an example. If you know me, let's say 15 years ago, and now, if you know me 15 years ago, it's like I became a different person currently, because I was always tagged as an introverted person. I even tag myself as an introverted person. I understand that some people are extremely introverts, but also you don't put yourself in that box, and it limits you to opportunities to bring yourself out, to be more vocal, to wear a cap when a particular situation occurs, right? They're exceptional introvert. I'm not even against that, but you hear things that I'm very blunt. I say what is in my mind, but we also forget that being blunt sometimes can be very harmful to the person you're blunt to. There's a place of curtailing what you say. So you hear things like the label of the stars. I am not an advocate of those things. You hear people, first thing they'll ask you is that, oh, what star sign are you? Lord, I don't have a star sign. That's why I behave the way I behave. That's why I act the way I act. And you have to give excuse for me because this is who I am. We put ourselves in a box so much that it limits us from expressing our full self. Even allowing God to work in us. Another point is the trap of self-limiting beliefs. When we are too tied to labels, we self-limit ourselves. We don't give room for improvement. We limit ourselves with the things that we are meant to achieve, or what God has even planned to do in our lives. Because there's always this saying that when God is trying to take you to another level, He prunes you. He brings out another you for you to accomplish what He has called you to do, called you to be. And if you allow yourself to be in a box of being labeling yourself or allowing people to label you, you definitely will not fulfill the call of God for your life. What if we let go of this label and stop using it as a wall, but also using it as a doorway to accomplishing the things God has in store for us? Just what if? Another point I want to mention is embracing our mistakes for growth. Being self-aware doesn't stop you from making mistakes, but it gives you an awareness of making a change in your life. I will tell you today, hold on to your core values and be open for possibilities. Another point I would say, the growth mindset and also the freedom of change. By letting go of the labels and ideologies of what's in the past, gives room for permission to create a new story in your life. I want you to look yourself from now to the next 5 years. What are the things in your life that you've constantly labeled yourself as? For example, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. We put people and ourselves in a box that limits us from achieving who God wants for us and where God is taking us to. So I will tell you the journey isn't easy, especially when we have past experience and past failures, consistent failures in the past. The journey isn't easy. If there's going to be fear, there's going to be doubt, but I want to let you know that there's always a possibility for growth and change in our lives. I want you to remember that labels are powerful, but they're not meant to be permanent in your life. When we let go of our old identity, we open ourselves to amazing opportunities for growth, amazing opportunity for change, and you are not stereotypical about, oh, this is who I am. You are ready and willing to change. You're even self-aware of who you are, first of all, and you are open to the possibility of change. You're not putting yourself in the box and say, oh, this is how I behave. I am a certain way. And the reason why I'm acting this way is because of this way. I cannot change. This is who I am. I hate the word called this is who I am. I don't like it for any reason, because there's more to you than this is who I am syndrome. I want to encourage you today. Stop labeling yourself. There's a lot of possibility for growth and change in your life. Have an amazing day. God bless you.